Hello everyone, Mark Stevens, CEO of Trévo. This is our October training, Building Your Business Like You Own It. I want to really talk to you today about the process you want to go through with a new person and really how you should celebrate a new person when they start their business. As a life and health coach, we're all about change. We're about a community of powerful individuals that are passionate about empowering people's lives with wellness, prosperity, legacy, and we do that one life at a time. We know that the new person starting is the most important person on our team, that we get them off to the right start, and we recognize and acknowledge the step of faith that they've taken to start their business. You know, creating a legacy is something that is the most important thing in each and every one of our lives. It's what we leave behind, not just today, or the end of our life, but every day that we live our life, because we were created to serve people and to help them experience extraordinary. And we have this great platform called Trévo that allows us to do just that. You know, Trévo has an extraordinary lifestyle waiting for everyone. This lifestyle are for individuals that are no longer willing to allow life just to happen, just to pass them by, but they've decided to develop and discover that there are no limits to their life, that there's no boundaries, no borders, that they can't cross, that they have the potential to conquer whatever is before them in order to live a life that others will never live because they took that bold step of faith. We want to celebrate each and every person that joins Trévo for their courage, for their passion, for their actions, because it is those things that make Trévo extraordinary and touch so many people's life. You know, Trévo is an extraordinary company, and we do have an extraordinary product. We certainly have an extraordinary compensation plan, extraordinary support, extraordinary tools. They're high touch, but without life and health coaches, we're nothing, because life and health coaches are the fire of our company. They're the carriers of the message. The message is here. You take the message as a new life and health coach and you begin to share it with individuals, empowering one life at a time through this great opportunity. Let's discover, what does it really mean when you start your own Trévo business? Well, it means that you've taken a bold step for change. I always use an example of being on a sandy beach, and you draw a line in the sand, and you step over that line, signifying that you are crossing over to where you've been in life and moving to a new place, and you will no longer settle for where you've been, and you'll never go back. That line represents no return. You have made a decision. The second thing is that new people are risking new behaviors, that they have to begin to act differently in order to have different results in their life. People are attempting new things they've never done before so they can have things they've never ever had before. This is not for the faint heart. This is for individuals who have such a passion inside of them that they are on fire, that their life must change. It's embracing new thoughts. You see, if you keep the old thoughts, when you come into Trévo, you'll fail. You have to embrace new thoughts. Thoughts of possibilities, unlimited potential, the good in people, the potential in people, your potential to create an extraordinary life. And then, most importantly, it's about taking responsibility for your future. You see, no one has the power to choose your destiny. That's left up to you. God has given all of us a free choice, and we get to choose whether we walk our days without anything extraordinary ever happening because we just simply let life happen, or we choose to act bold, step out courageously, doing things that most people are not willing to do so that we can accomplish and have things that most people will never have in life. You see, you're the CEO of your own business, really the CEO of your life. Imagine that you get to decide. Finally, you get to decide what your life's going to be. It's decisions that you make each day that will lead you to the extraordinary life. You see, this is a moment in time when that new person makes a decision to join, that their life begins to change. It begins to shift. They get in the driver's seat of their life. For most, it's the very first time. Because see, most people go through life in the back seat of their life. They allow their job, they allow their family, they allow society, their friends to drive their life how they see fit. While deep inside, their dreams and goals and purpose are crying out to go a different direction. But when you become a life and health coach in Trévo, you get in the driver's seat. And a little tip I want to give every life and health coach is that once you get in the driver's seat, don't ever get out. Stay in the driver's seat. You see, the actions that build our business in Trévo is finding life and health coaches, new team members that we personally bring in to develop our business, and our customers. They're the ones who use our product every single month and enjoy the health benefits. The day that you stop bringing new life and health coaches and developing new customers is the day you've gotten back out of the front seat and you've gotten back into the back seat. And now your team is driving your life and your future. Stay in the driver's seat of your life. No longer do you have to allow your job to drive your life because you're the CEO and you're in the driver's seat. Don't hand your authority, your power, your decisions, or control over to anyone. Trévo empowers you to live the life you want to live on your own terms. You see, this is the way new people are coming into our business and they're discovering a new way of living that they've never lived before. Because they're used to someone telling them what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and how much they're going to pay them to do it. So they have to create new habits and disciplines that allow them to be able to drive their own life. And it's a learning process, and you must be patient with them and help them with resources to equip them for success. You see, when we take charge of our life, that doesn't mean that we stop listening to other people or we stop learning. We have to stay open, value wisdom from others, but at the end of the day, always follow your own instinct. What is deep inside? I always tell a new life and health coach, we have systems you can use. We have leaders that can give you examples of what they did to build their business. But at the end of the day, you are a masterpiece. You're uniquely made. There's no one just like you. You have creative ideas of how you can develop your business to expose people to the power of our product and opportunity. Use those things that were given to you as a gift because they're there so that you can help other people. And understand the amazing power of owning your own Trévo business. I think we become too quick just to enroll someone and then just move them on down the road. We should take time to celebrate this decision, to help this person get off on the right path. You see, owning your own Trévo business, it is without risk compared to the traditional business ownership. When you start a traditional business, you have rent you have to pay, employees you have to pay, overhead costs that you have, electricity, internet, taxes, all of those things associated with business, paying for your inventory. There's a lot of risk involved. Traditional businesses fail every day. But with a Trévo business, we do all of those things for you: accounting, inventory, marketing, branding, all the things that you would have to do in your own business. We do it for you so that you can focus on the main thing, and that is sharing your love with people through our platform that is going to empower their life. You see, the most risk that anyone has in Trévo is purchasing 3 or 6 bottles. Well, there's no risk because you get an incredible product you get to use, but that's your greatest risk. Now, I want to talk to you as you're developing your team. I said 3 to 6 bottles is your risk. If you're out there and you're building a business and you're allowing people to come in for 1 bottle, number 1, you don't understand the value of the business. And number 2, you're doing the new life and health coach a disservice in starting their business because they have nothing to build with. Trévo is our product. It's what we share around the globe. It's the testimonies from our customers and our life and health coaches that expand our business as people begin to hear the success stories. So you have to teach people the right way to develop their business. They truly have to understand that the power of our business is leverage. And without product to find people, it's hard to create leverage. You see, what I love about leverage is this. It is understanding that no longer is your income tied to your efforts alone. The average person gets up every day, they go to a job, they work the job, and the employer pays them for their efforts. Now, the employer doesn't pay them for the efforts of their coworkers, certainly, only for their own efforts. And we all have so much limited time that people have limited income. There's only so much time they can give to their job, career, whatever they have, so they're limited. But when you start a business in Trévo, you get the power of leverage, of being able to leverage your time with other people's time, putting that together, you have massive results. Let me show you here the illustration. Let's say that you get 10 team members. And each team member and yourself, because we all must be contributors to the business, we commit to working the business 10 hours every single week. That would be 110 hours of effort going towards your success, and you're contributing 10. That's leverage. Then I give you an example of you and 207 people, each working 10 hours a week. That'd be 2,080 hours a week going to your business. Why did I use that number? Well, 2,080 is the number of hours that the average employee works a job in an entire year. Imagine having an entire year's worth of effort going towards your future, your dreams, your goals in 1 week. This is why more millionaires have been made in network marketing than any other industry in the entire world, because of the power of leverage. Does this make sense to you? You see, the key to leveraging, though, is finding the right people. That is the key right there. See, most people are taught just get in and just begin to find people. And they're not instructed on how to find the right people. And this is what's critical, is finding the right people. See, you can enroll 1,000 people, but if they're all the wrong people, then you have nothing, and your results will be disappointing. And what do I mean by the right kind of people? What I mean is people that are ready to do something now. And the only way that you will find the right people is by asking the right questions. You know why people enroll so many of the wrong people? Because they're scared to ask. They're just so thrilled if anyone says yes. They'll take anyone. I've heard it said that you put a mirror under someone's nose, and if it fogs up, they're alive and they're available to join your business. What a mistake. Because when you bring these people into your business, they become a part of your life. And if you bring in negative people, people that are lazy, people that are not motivated, people that really don't have the energy to pursue their dreams, they will delay your success. So take your time to ask the right questions, to find the right people so that your business will thrive. You know, through questions, asking people about their career, about their family, about their dreams, about things they enjoy doing, what is it that they see themselves doing in 5 years. Having conversation helps people come to a place of reality, of really where they're at in life. And reality can be a big motivator for people. Sometimes people are just so busy just letting life happen to them, they don't even realize they're not going anywhere. They're just on the treadmill of life. They're getting up every day, they're getting dressed, they're going to work, they're having lunch, they're going back to work. They go home, they have dinner, they watch television, they go to bed. They get up and do the same thing day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. And they come to the end of their life with disappointment because they never reached the lifestyle they really wanted to live. You see, it's all about lifestyle, the quality of life you live. The extraordinary lifestyle is about joy, peace, comfort. It's about adventure. It's about fulfillment. It's about purpose. This is what we want people to be able to experience through Trévo. And we show you different ways in which you can do that. But there are two things that when you're talking to someone about our business that they have to decide, because the reason most people don't make a decision is because of fear. So you can either do one of two things. Is you can allow fear to keep you from moving forward in your life, or you can allow fear to motivate you to do something you've never done before because you don't want to get to the end of life with regret. And the thing I always tell people is, you know what? Other people, they don't care if you're dead broke. Most people, they're glad when people are broke because it makes them feel better about themselves. But at Trévo, we celebrate people with courage that are willing to step out. And we show you systems of how you can share the business with a new person to put their mind at ease that the process of building a business is really not that difficult. It's systematic. It's a process. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's building a business, and it takes time. And when I say the word time, I should say it like this. Time. It takes time to build a business. You have to be patient. You have to be consistent and persistent in this journey because the journey does lead you to extraordinary living. And so we do this system called the 1+1. The 1+1 is where you follow a process for your first 9 months. You will follow this process forever, but we just show you 9 months where you commit to enrolling one new life and health coach and one customer each and every month. 9 months, at the end of 9 months, you would have personally enrolled 9 life and health coaches and 9 customers. Now remember, enrolling only one means you got to really make sure you have the right one, someone who is ready to take action, and one customer. We teach at Trévo that our customers are the strength of our business. They're using our product each and every month, and their testimony and their recommendations expand our business without us doing anything. It's critical that we have that. We want to really encourage the right people to dream again. You know, as I travel around the world, one of the things that I see are so many people that have quit dreaming. Life is tough. There's always a lot of challenges. And so many people allow those challenges and difficulties in life to cause them to settle, to stop dreaming, and just live. You see, we're not going to live at Trévo. We're going to have a lifestyle of extraordinary. We're going to live life to the fullest. So when we come to the end of our life and we're laying our head down and taking our last breaths, we'll be satisfied that we did everything that we thought we could possibly do. And as you go through that 1+1 and teach others to do the same thing, your first 3 months, you would have 7 life and health coaches and 7 customers. Not a lot, 3 months, but remember I said it's a process. After another 3 months takes place, you would now be up to 63 life and health coaches and 63 customers. You would have found 6 of those. Another 3 months happens and look at the growth. 510 life and health coaches and 510 customers. And you would have found 9. That is what leverage and exponential growth is all about. And that's why you can go to a few $100s a month of residual income you can create to literally thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of dollars of residual income each and every month simply by following the process. You see, when I talk to people, the way I can find out if they're the right person is how they answer the questions, but also what's in their eyes. Because see, the eyes are the window to the soul. And I'm looking for people that in their eyes, I can see hope, I can see desire, I can see a fire, a hunger, a desperation in their eyes for change, that they're ready. You see, you cannot motivate people. You can teach people, you can work with people, but you cannot ever motivate people to do the business. You're looking for people that are ready, and they're ready now. You see, when people are ready now, you won't have to tell them to do anything. They'll be calling you because they're ready. What do I do next? What do I do next? That's what you're looking for. I'm giving you clues to success in this business. You see, a new life and health coach, when they start their business, this is a new adventure. And it is scary and exciting at the same time. And it's okay to have fear, because we all face fear. But we push beyond the fear, because pushing beyond the fear leads us to success. See, for a lot of people, it's just talking to people, because they're afraid of rejection. They're afraid of people telling them no. Now, I could be wrong about this, but the last time that I checked the statistics, no one on the entire planet had ever died from hearing the word no. It's never happened. You see, no won't kill you, but not asking will keep you from the extraordinary lifestyle. A lot of people fear what their family are going to think. But see, your life is not your family's life. We're about people empowering themselves. So here's the thing, is I like to teach new people what they're a part of so they know how to describe our company. Because we are not a nutritional company. We're not an opportunity company. Trévo is a lifestyle company. It's about starting a new business, but more than that, it's about starting a new life. And you do the business in your lifestyle. What do I mean by that? What I mean is, a lot of people say, well, I'm going to work the business from 6 to 8 o'clock, 3 days a week, or whatever the schedule they set may be. Wrong. That's totally wrong. You see, you get to work this business in your daily routine. It may be going to the grocery store. It may be taking the kids to a game. It may be going on vacation. It can be many different things. You just find opportunity to talk to people. One of the things my daughter Alexandra, she always teases me, and she says, Dad, do you have to talk to everyone that you come in contact with? And I tell her absolutely, because I never know when I'm going to meet the right person. Now, let me give you an illustration I've used many, many times. I was on the road traveling with a group of Trévo leaders, and we were going from one city to the other, and we were at the airport. They had gotten in front of me, and they had gone through security, and I was standing at the back of the line, and I took the opportunity to strike up a conversation with the man standing in front of me. I began to ask him about his job, where he lived, his family. We began to talk about things. His particular job, he had to leave his family every week, and so he didn't like that. He would rather be with his family. And we talked about his future and things that he wanted to accomplish. He asked me, Sir, what do you do? And I said, well, I help people design a life that they truly want and then show them how to get it. We talked more, I shared more as he asked me about Trévo. By the time I laid my briefcase on the conveyor belt to go through security, he said, I want to join your company. You see, I was just going about my life. We went through security. I called one of our leaders over, introduced them. He signed him up. He became a life and health coach. Now, I certainly did tell the leader that I would expect my cut of the commissions when they came in, since I'm the one who prospected him and brought him in. You see, this business is our life because we're sharing life. We have life in a bottle through our nutrients in Trévo. We have life and finances where people can live their biggest dreams. And we have that place where people can create a legacy for their life. You see, it's getting people involved, because your involvement, it's about demonstrating that you are someone that is courageous and you desire change in your life. See, you need to celebrate your team members and encourage them and acknowledge what a great step they've taken, not just the day they join, but each day that they go out to develop their business. You see, that involvement is actions. It's about taking daily actions, finding ways to expose your business in your daily activities, as I've already shared. And one of the things I want to encourage you is that you can't do the same thing every day and find new people to talk to. You getting me? You have to go to new places. You can't just live your life as ordinary people do, going through a routine. You have to break the routine, join new clubs, go to events happening in your area. Always look for new ways to find places where groups of people will be, where you have the opportunity to connect with people, to share the power of Trévo. This is what makes a life and health coach successful in our business. You see, you're either going to face your fear and build your business, or you don't face your fear and you regret not achieving your life's dreams. You see, that fear that most people have of talking to strangers, you can overcome that by simply doing it. You may be surprised to hear this, but when I was young and in my 20s, I was an introvert. When I would walk in a room, I would step to the corner of the room because I didn't want to engage in conversation with people. I was uncomfortable, but I knew if I was going to be successful, I had to step out of my comfort zone and do things I wasn't comfortable doing so I could be comfortable in my lifestyle. Today, I can talk to anybody. I'm not afraid of anyone. I don't feel in fear at anyone because I've got something to share, and so do you. You see, you must do things others are not willing to do in order to have and do things that most people never experience in their life. Because that's what you were created for. Because God created you for greatness. You see, look at the business, and teach your people look at the business as an adventure. There's unknown, there's mystery. It's scary, fun, exciting, and it's rewarding all at the same time. So the cost of avoidance of fear, it's that continued avoidance that makes your fear stronger. You become more fearful, and you try less and less in life. It prevents growth. You see, the only way you grow is to do it anyway, even when you're fearful. It sabotages your confidence. It will cost you your dreams. You see, only those that are willing to push beyond, to learn new things, to do things they didn't think they could do, and then accomplish them, that gives them that confidence. Only those people win in life. The others avoid the fear, but they pay the cost of not seeing the life they really wanted to live. And it keeps you in the same place financially. That's why the majority of people around the world, they come through their life, and at the last part of their life when they should be enjoying life, they're trying to survive when it shouldn't be that way. It's not what you were created to do. But that's the result of fear. And you trade years and years of future freedom to avoid brief moments of discomfort. It's a big, massive mistake, and it leads to regret. You see, it's like working out or eating healthy or learning something new, a new hobby, or learning a new language. It's at the beginning, it's difficult because you're fearful because you don't even know if you can do it. You don't know if you can be consistent in eating healthy, be consistent working out, whatever it is. But if you push through and you do it, the results are amazing. What about you? Are you ready to chase your dreams and grow your Trévo business? If you are, you're going to have to face your fears, and you're going to have to move outside of your comfort zone. You say you're going to have to do things in a different way. You're going to have to be a person that is constantly learning, constantly trying new things, pushing yourself further and further away from your comfort zone, away from ordinary living until you get in the zone of extraordinary. You see, there's no way to avoid this if you want to reach your destination. Freedom of extraordinary, let me just describe it to you because I get to live it. It's about freedom, unlimited joy, experiencing all that you were created to be, fulfilling your every dream, and being able to touch the world. That's the Trévo lifestyle. That's why we call it extraordinary. You see, when you wake up in the morning, you have purpose. Your mind isn't on yourself, but your mind is on, what can I do today that will make a difference in the world? So when you get up and you get dressed and you go out, you're looking for opportunity to touch people's lives. And through living that lifestyle, you touch people and you create an extraordinary lifestyle for your family and teach others how to do the same thing. You see, the life that is waiting for you as you build a business through Trévo, it's extraordinary. I can't even describe it to you because it's so in contrast to the way the ordinary person lives. You can ask anyone that's experienced extraordinary and they'll tell you that it's worth it. You know, my family, we've been blessed, but we've gone through a lot of hardships, a lot of challenges, a lot of disappointments, a lot of failures, a lot of setbacks. But we keep getting up and moving forward. And through being consistent, persistent in doing that, we live extraordinary. And that's why our company's foundation is about people's lives, their dreams, their future, them discovering their best selves through Trévo. And so what we say is, at Trévo, go all in, go all out, and go all the way. You see, go all in means you don't just say, I'm going to try Trévo. When someone is joining the business, they're not going to try the business, they're going to do the business. It's a done deal. I've made a decision, I'm going to do it. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how many people I've got to talk to. I know this works, and I'm going to stay with it until I win. Going all out means that you're going to do anything and everything to be able to reach people. That's really what this business is about. And then going all the way means that you're never going to stop. Don't ever believe when people tell you, you work the business, build a team, and then you just go and sit on the beach for the rest of your life. They work and you make money. Our business doesn't work that way. Too much is given, much is required. You see, when you're blessed, you have a responsibility to see that those coming behind you are blessed also. As you raise up in our company, become a very successful leader, it will be your story, your example, that will inspire others to take the step of faith, to start their Trévo business, so that their family can enjoy the extraordinary. Yes, there are going to be moments and clouds of fear, doubt, questioning, but if you will just keep pushing past, doing the right things every day, no matter how it looks, no matter what people say, no matter the results that you may get, you're learning, growing, moving, you're going to get there. Holly and I believe in you. We want to encourage you to build your business right. Look for the right people. Give them the right support. Get them in the right direction. And teach them that this business is a journey. And cheer them all the way to extraordinary. Thank you so much, and God bless you.